Hi, and welcome to another session of. I'm going to start that over. Fuck that. Good evening, and welcome to another session of Survivors of Flame. That's right. That's two in a row. Yes, it's because my schedule is weird. Also, if you're noticing that we're a little late today, it's because we had some level 3 conversations that we needed to have, so that we could best be equipped to give an incredible session. I'm calling it right now. We're gonna have a great session tonight. We're gonna kick ass. We're gonna take names, and we're gonna make coin. Survivors of Flame is a D&D 5e actual play show coming to you live on Twitch and YouTube. If this is your first time popping in, fret not. Every session of Survivors of Flame is available on the Media Martyr 17 YouTube channel, and someone at random out of the four of us will be doing an improvised recap of last session. So stick around and enjoy the chaos. Let's do some introductions. I'll go first. Hi, my name is Gio, he, they, also known as Media Martyr 17, and I am the Dungeon Master for this homebrew campaign. And our order is going to be AK, Brad, then Marcel.
Oh, sorry. Hi, how are y'all? I'm AK. My character is Faye, they, them. They are a warlock. And yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brad, playing as Yoda the Hermit, level 3 baby, and dwarf monk. So come get some.
Hello, I'm Marcel. I play Jazz, the guy.
The guy.
That's my best friend.
Yeah. Half-elf artificer, Yodar's best friend, allegedly. Yeah. No, I that's sure. He's not saying no, which is the best you could get from the guy. So
I didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything either.
Just Geo's face.
Yeah. Just the truth.
All hail half elves.
Cheers to
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
No,
that's what
it was cheers to elf. It was cheers to half elves. I wrote it down. It was one of the few times I actually took notes during the session. Okay.
He's not from here. Okay.
He's not from these parts.
He's not from here. He don't get it.
Not from around here.
He don't get it.
Yeah, I need to up. I was just looking, so I keep a little. I bought
That's
this
a
thing
cute
from Field
notebook.
Notes. Yeah, I bought this thing for Field Notes. Not a sponsor, but I have it so that, like, when I was doing world building before the session started, before the campaign started, I have some stuff in here, and I have not updated it because it still has your level 1 stats in here. When I need to update them for your level 3 stats now. Remember when you had so little hit points?
Yeah.
Oh,
I still have
those
so
were the
little
days.
hit points.
I mean, it's building up.
Once
So
again, baby.
what I'm gonna do is go back to my script. Thank you to the players for taking time out of their schedules to play this silly game with me. If you notice, Michelle's not here. Michelle is indisposed today and enjoying some rest and relaxation from working hard in academic and professional life. And we wish them well. They are who usually plays Luna, and they leveled up as well. And if there's any need for Luna, other than like any need for Luna today, I'll play them. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure they will be a bit out of action at the top of this session. A special thank you to AK for wearing so many hats. They are my fellow co-producer as well as the assistant director, the current logo and overlay artist, and the technical director for this indie production. Cheers to AK. We also want to thank the indomitable Pix Doodles for being our character artist for Survivors of Flame. The Indomitable part is what I put on. It's just Pix Doodles. Please go and show them love on Twitter at PixDraws. So great. Their brain. Ooh, this is why I rate a script. Their commissions are perpetually open. So, hit them up at PixDraws on Twitter. And a thank you to you, dear viewer, for even giving the show the time of day. If you would like to see it, if you like what you see and want to watch it grow, please show some love by talking about our show on social media and financially supporting our indie production with the !tip command, or by going to streamelements.com/MediaMartyr17/tip. MEDIAMARTYR17. And yeah, so let's get into session 13 of Survivors of Flame. Otra vez, or where is the Lawmaster? I going to take a sip of water and then roll a d4 to determine which of the four of us is going to do the recap. And I hope it's not Yodar, because Yodar is currently away.
Yodar is back.
Oh, good. Now I hope it's Yodar.
Sorry, I finished dinner. Finished dinner.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
the Kool-Aid
nice.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tell you.
As I roll this, out of the three of you, who currently has inspiration?
Not
I
me.
lost mine.
I do.
Okay, so Jess is the only one that currently has inspiration. Okay. Noted. All right. 1 is me, 2 is Faye, 3 is Yodar, 4 is Jazz. It's a 1. It's me.
Go Gio. Go Gio.
I was
That's a
hoping
DM.
not to talk. I was
Nice.
hoping not to talk. Okay, so oh good, I took off my work badge. That would have been embarrassing. Last we left off, our group went up the hill to town hall after the zombies came from down the hill and killed and damaged a number of people, and definitely terrified most of the people who were in the vicinity. I would say maybe a couple dozen, but because it's not a very large town, but people keep moving and shaking. They went up the hill and were not super stealthy and were definitely not as prepared as they maybe wanted to be when it came to how quickly the fight happened. So after some damage was done, they took a tactical retreat and have taken a long rest. Has spoken with the Viscount demanding assistance, and the Viscount said, "I don't have much. Take a long rest. You look beat up." So they took a long rest and leveled up to level 3. Now, I'm going to roll this d4 again to determine whose long rest we're going to go through first. Okay. So, as you all make ready, the Viscount, he quickly lets you all use his suite because it's the middle of the day, and for the most part, he lets you use the suite for the three of you to share so you can have your rest. It is like the middle of the day, so when you finish your long rest, it'll be like 8 to somewhere between 8 and 10 o'clock. What are you all doing before, like, as you make ready for your long rest?
How much time do we have before our long rest? 10 minutes.
Well, this is more of like, specifically, there are things I'm like, if there's any quick conversations you wanted to have with each other before the long rest began. But if there's something that you wanted to work on during your long rest, that's also something what we can put in here. So thank you for bringing that up. So either if you wanted to have a quick chat, and still work on something so that you can work on something during your long rest, this would be the time to do that as well if you wanted to.
Gotcha. Okay.
Faye,
I'm
Jazz,
good.
Luna, I just wanted to say I hate zombies. Like, absolutely hate zombies.
You hate them.
Where was
It's
I?
a strong
where,
word, but it's very much hate.
Where was I injured?
Chest.
When
I mean, most
got
of them were
murdered?
like, yeah, most of the attacks happened were like just swipes across like your
So,
chest and torso.
Are my
So it was
clothes
like,
ripped a bit?
I would say your armor has taken damage, has taken some damage, but not enough to need to be repaired or take any negative. Though, like, okay, because you're wearing what the Viscount gave you, right?
Think so.
Yeah,
put it
because you were
underneath
wearing
my
because you
armor.
had like a work uniform, and then the Viscount gave you a different outfit that fit
But I
you
thought I
pretty
wore
well.
it for the party. Maybe the next day I just wore.
I think it was the next day because I don't know what you wore for the party, honestly.
I
But
wore
I
for
know the
I wore.
Viscount,
Oh right, you're right. You're
because
right.
the
you're
Viscount
right.
gave you what is currently in your character art.
Yep.
I just rip a curtain off the wall and I replace my clothes with that.
I'm just like when Yodar says this, I'm just holding like where I got hurt before.
Make a
Luna
perception
healed
check.
me. Who?
Faye.
Oh, I'm making. Okay.
I was like, could you bring up an interesting point that I haven't told you about your clothes?
That's not great. That's not great at all. So I won't find out. It's an 8.
What's the total? 8?
Yeah.
That's enough. Because as you're touching the area, like you feel like the parts where like it was like some blood or that's starting to dry or like coagulate a bit. But as you're touching it, like you remove your hand for a second, and when you put it back on, you feel like the fabric is like slowly moving back together.
Yo, what?
Your clothes are your clothes. If it is like minor damage, it will slowly mend over time.
So do I see this happening? Can I check to see if that's happening?
What's your passive perception?
It is passive perception 12.
Yeah, you totally like you see it in other places where their clothes ripped. It like is slowly starting to come together a bit too.
Hey, Faye, you mind if I help you a little bit with your clothes?
It's a weird fucking question.
That's phrasing. It's been a weird fucking day. Sure.
I don't get it.
What do you want to?
I don't get it.
It's okay, but it's okay. What's up? Yeah, you can help.
I
me
can
with my
fix
clothes.
your clothes, or do you want us to be half naked for the rest of the night?
No, I'm taking your offer. Yes, I'm a little like Faye is a little jostled. They're just like. So they
You never
lift
been
up
to
a
the
thumbs
rodeo
up.
before?
Lift up a thumbs up.
Okay, all right. Anyways, I want to do my mend spell on their clothes.
Do you mean rodeo?
I
Rodeo.
mean, I don't know what y'all call it where you're from, Yodar, but
Rodeo.
I'm tired of this. I'm going to sleep. Good luck with your clothes. And I walk
I
away.
didn't say anything.
I
Faye
It's
looks
okay.
at
It's
Yodar.
okay. He's a little sensitive.
I walk
They,
away.
and when they walk away, they walk into a corner and start setting up for bed.
Yes,
because
exactly.
you were all just like in this.
I pull a chair up.
There's this like, so I'll describe this room for you because this is like the suite that like, as you recall, a certain darkling requested, and what started this very campaign. This room is nicer than most rooms. Faye knows exactly what this room looks like. They've seen it before. It's there nice wood floor, nice and smooth. As if somebody like hand cleans it every morning. There's a nice plush chair in the corner. There's an armoire. There's what we would call like a king size bed in the middle. There's a good space on the floor. There's a rug. There's a separate room. There's like a small room for the chamber pot, a small like little room for where the chamber pot is, that can be opened and closed. There's some like potpourri, which no one ever knows what it is when I say that word, but just like a mixture of like some dry fruits and stuff, not like fruits and flowers that have a good like that to give a good smell to the room itself. And there is a chest at the foot of the bed that is locked, but there's like a nightstand and like a place where someone can light a candle and put the glass back over it so it won't burn the place on fire. There's some stuff here. There's like a closet. There's a closet that sparsely has a few clothes on. That has actually, let me make a roll. That has a number of clothes on it, but like anything beyond that, you'd have to look deeper. But like this room is nice. You don't know if you would maybe killed for this room, but it's not a bad room.
Can I do a perception check for like any secret switches, fake panel, wall panels?
That'll be investigation, but you can.
Okay. Sweet. 14.
14. I'll tell you in a moment. What's Faye doing after Jazz has walked away?
I'm still. Is the Viscount still there?
The Viscount is not in. The Viscount can be there.
No, that's fine. I want to talk to Yodar if he's still there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, because the
I'm just looking
Viscount
around.
can leave. Yeah.
Okay. This is the second time that I've genuinely believed I was gonna die, and I've in such a short amount of time, and I've never even had it happen once. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here, dude. Is this like a lost cause? Should I like give up?
Oh, hell no. You survive. That's this whole point in life. Survive. Look at me. Look at me. Survive.
Have you had a half a week? Like the half a week we've just had?
Every
before?
fucking day. Every day.
Every
Go
day
hard.
you're fighting.
Go hard. Because what's life without a few bumps and bruises?
But like zombies and assassins.
Yeah, zombies suck. Like, don't get me wrong, zombies suck. But had we
suck.
stayed, we probably would have kicked their ass. But it was probably a better idea just to, come back and kick their ass.
I felt like Luna really wanted to kick their ass.
Luna was on some like rage shit. Let's just be real here. Like,
they were
like
mad.
everybody else had voted like out, and Luna was like, "Nah, I'm gonna deal with them."
Yeah.
So Luna's on some good shit right there.
Luna smiles. Luna smiles as they're like, putting their like bed stuff together, like in the corner, just kind of to themselves. Like you see them smile.
And I whisper, "Luna kind of scares me."
Me too. But they're cool.
They are
cool.
Mysterious. It's kind of like jazz.
You really haven't led me astray so far, Yodar, except for the part where we went through the trees and then a zombie immediately killed me.
I wasn't expecting
I'm not
zombies.
blaming you for that. I'm not blaming you for that. I
thought we had dealt with the zombies.
Me too. I don't know what I thought we would find up there, but not.
I was following the
zombies.
shit smell like that. I was trying to like ash and blood and shit, like trying to figure that out. We figured that out.
Yeah.
So my apologies. Like,
no,
maybe should have gone a little slower. I tried to stealth. It didn't work.
I mean, thank you though. Thank you. I think I don't remember a lot from the point where I was standing up and then I wasn't standing up. But I assume you were there to save.
You were
me,
fine.
so
like Jazz did like some like spiritual blessing or something. You're fine.
Wait, Jazz helped me?
Yeah.
Luna's genuinely impressed that they didn't think that would happen. Okay.
Faye?
They're not saying it out loud. but in their
You say
head,
Faye?
yeah, Faye is impressed.
Yeah, Chad's a
Yeah.
good guy.
Yeah, he seems like a
He's not really
nice-
sleeping. He's over there listening to everything. So
Oh, I really believed he was going to sleep. Why does he lie so much?
it's a mysterious thing. Generally, it's for it. Generally, he's doing good shit. Let's.
You know what they say about mysterious
and all
guys,
of it.
right? You know what they say about mysterious guys, right?
What?
They don't have anything to say, so they just stay quiet.
I just see Jazz just like twitch his hat.
You put a couple mimosas in him though, and it's a fun time. Thanks, Yodar.
Did you get in a bar fight with him yet?
Not yet. Not
Oh, we
yet.
gotta
I'm
do that.
excited.
We gotta
I'm
do that.
excited
That's
to
some fun
die
stuff.
in that one too.
Nah,
Really excited to just die some more, you know?
You don't die in a bar fight. Well,
I
mostly.
mean, you have not seen me in a bar fight, so I guess Faye like gets up, nods at
We gonna
Yodar,
titty bar
and-
gunfight die? Sorry.
titty bar gunfight. Yeah,
We gonna titty bar gunfight die? Is that what we gonna do?
that's gonna be the ending of this show. This whole
Sorry, I
season, just
fucking
titty bar
hate-
gunfight.
Did somebody
That's-
say
I fuck-
titty typhoon?
Hey.
Sorry, I couldn't hold it in. I was trying so hard. Fuck Max Landis. Fuck Bright. But like that line is hilarious.
Yeah, Faye starts to get up and try to find a corner of the. Is no one sleeping on the bed? If no one is sleeping on the bed, Faye is claiming the bed.
I don't like beds. I'll sleep on the floor.
I need to
Luna
share.
says they're. I was like, Luna says they're fine either way. They're fine with whatever, but they don't want to share a bed with somebody. So they'll sleep on the floor.
I'm gonna take the bed. And if everyone's
Actually, is
sleeping on the
is
floor-
there a bathtub somewhere?
No, not a.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
No.
is there not that old timey like just sit in the middle
The
of the room?
clawfoot tub. That's what I was
The
thinking.
first
No,
5 minutes
there's
of
like-
Witcher 3.
Yeah,
It's like-
exactly.
I was gonna Ninja
just
Turtle
a
it.
fucking bucket.
Yeah, yeah.
No, not here. No, not here. Like this room is nice. It's like it is well presented, though. Like, and Faye would know this for sure. That like the items in here look nice. That they are not the most expensive items in a room of this that would be in a room of this size. Like this place is for travelers mostly, and this is like the fancy stuff in a modest room, in like at a modest inn. Like this,
but
this inn
there's
gets
no
good
place
traffic.
to wash.
There's no place to wash inside.
Is it like a communal?
There is like a shower place. There's like a communal shower place. Like that's like behind the inn. So there is a
Viscount
place
keeps
to
it-
bathe.
Huh, Viscount keeps
Yeah.
impressing me. Trying to wash with the commons.
You figure it's not by choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
Probably
there's just like that small room that has the chamber pot, and it's just so that like if shit stank, it don't stink up the whole room, you know. Because most places would have the chamber pot next to the bed, but this one, the chamber pot is in just like a really. It's not even like you would.
It's
you
Swearingen's
it doesn't
room in Deadwood.
smaller.
but smaller. Yeah.
Smaller. Okay.
So did my investigation check of the room turn up anything?
What was the total again? 14.
14.
No, yeah. So no switches or secret panels.
Do I find the Viscount's diary?
No.
Ah,
No, you figure like when you look at the closet, like this person has some nice clothes in here. All of them are like too big and a bit too skinny for you and for you, Yodar, but like they're nice, but you like they're not battle ready necessarily.
mhm.
You figure like the most expensive shit's probably in that chest though. But that chest is locked.
Yeah, I ain't gonna mess with that. So
Faye and Yodar take points of inspiration. Or is it not points, but like you get
Click.
inspiration.
I get a click.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dear diary.
Dear
Okay,
diary,
Today, Faye yelled
they
at
made
me.
fun of my clothes again.
Very ungrateful. I shall show them. I shall give them one of my nicest.
That dirty short
One of
man
my
broke my
nicest
carriage.
They say fits. They're the first. They came up with fits. My nicest fits. Ugh, they don't understand how hard it is to get a carriage maker to come all the way out of from out of Jean all the way out to Taurine
Oh yeah,
for a day
Yeah.
business.
and it's the paper's
This
just
bike-
wet from tear stains.
It's not easy being green. No, it's like
We
it's
have
not
time to
easy
call
being
for
made
a
of money.
carriage.
Nike's on my feet.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I said I was going to be about business today. Is there anything else we're doing? Any conversations at all as people are going to sleep?
I just
Is
say
anybody going
night
to do
jazz,
raptors?
night fae, night luna, or daytime. This is daytime. Whatever. Sleep.
Okay, everybody taking a long rest now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is anybody planning to do anything during their long rest tonight? I mean, this long rest.
Can we do like push-ups?
Would I be able to?
Maximum of 2 hours is what
Okay.
like because as part of a long rest, you can do 2 hours of like light studying, or some
Would
light
would doing a
construction work
ritual
thing.
be considered light?
No, but you could do it before you go to bed, before your long rest begins.
I mean,
Let me
I
put it
don't.
this way: technically, no, but you can do it. I'll allow
I
it.
feel like everything Faye would learn is post healing back up, like and resting. So
Okay.
I don't.
Is there a room service?
There room service?
Oh, there's
Is there
room
room ser-
service. I can tell you that.
Well, you didn't get any water last time, so I want to know if there's actual room service.
Yeah, true.
Faye would know the answer.
For the Viscount, there has been room service. Generique would send, what's her name? A crazy drunk lady.
Matilda.
Matilda. He would send Matilda with some food to the Viscount. If you can catch Matilda outside, maybe you could ask her nicely. But I don't know if you want to be caught in a conversation with Matilda.
Nah, that's weird.
So
I'm just gonna sleep.
Or maybe you could just go to the kitchen and find Generique there. He's probably cooking something, and you could just ask for a plate. He'll probably give you one.
I'm just gonna sleep. It's fine.
Okay. While Faye is laying down on the bed, I want to do the same thing I did the last time we did a long rest and just like look at the ring and try to figure out if there's something about it they can do, like just intonate some sort, like why is it now they have this ring and they have these abilities, which is something that Faye does every time before they go to sleep.
Can the ring project like lights onto the ceiling to put us all to sleep?
Do you ask this? Do you ask
Sure,
this?
I'll ask this.
So actually, surprisingly, I don't know if Gio would allow this because I did say I wanted this stuff to happen, like all my level 3 stuff to happen. But I think no, I did not. I did not.
Yeah, if it's a level 3 thing, you need to finish your long rest first.
No, it's not a spell. It's a cantrip, but I don't remember if I picked up Prestidigitation again or if I took Shape Water. I'd have to look at my list.
You chose Shape Water.
I did choose Shape Water. No, I changed it to Prestidigitation, it seems.
Oh, last minute
Or
choice.
no,
Let me
I
get-
took both. I took both and threw something out. I don't know what I threw out. Oh, I threw
Told the Dead?
Yeah.
Oh, so I need to delete this screenshot I took.
Yeah. I might at
Thanks.
some point ask you to do one of those swap-aroos again. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But if Gio's okay with it, I could prestidigitate some starlight into the ceiling and have it twirl.
As you look at your
Jazz is
ring,
not amused.
this is what I'll say happens. As you look at your ring and you think about how you got here, what's happened so far, the fact that Otra vez, you have lived through a near-death experience, as you try to find answers to your questions of why is this person trying to kill me? who are you? Who are these people who have helped save my life? What should I do? Where is the Lawmaster? You see, for a brief second, a golden fleck of sand rise up to the corner and like gleam for like twice, and then one more time as stars seem to move onto the ceiling and move in a certain pattern of like the equivalent of like one of those light thing where the light's in the middle and the stars kind of move around as it spins. That slowly happens through in the room, and it's soothing and it's beautiful.
Minor illusion, some epic music, some somber music. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. It was beautiful.
Yodar falls immediately
You gonna
immediately to sleep.
one up me? You gonna try to one up me?
I was just like, maybe I could combine the two because I could play some somber music out of minor.
For a
illusion.
brief moment, when that minor illusion is cast, the sound that comes out is like the sound of like wind moving through for a second, and then as the stars move, because minor illusion is like a momentary thing.
Yeah.
As you all drift off to sleep, Faye, as you sleep and you go to sleep and you dream and you feel the dream and you hear this low hum like a you find yourself in a landscape that you have not been in for over a month. You find it, you haven't been here in over a month. The same place of you can't see what's in front of you, what's behind you. All you see is sand. Sand on the ground, sand on the wind. And for a moment, you feel that same panic of the first time, of the desperation of running away and finding yourself in a one in a million, some would say, freak sandstorm near your hometown. And from the sand, you see swirling slowly the visage of a tornado with some would maybe call luminescent or opalescent humanoid, features unclear to you through the cover of the sand, but they're golden eyes and flowing mane. You can make those distinctions out in the sand. What do you do?
So I have a question for the DM,
Mhm.
real quick.
Yeah.
In the notes that I wrote that when I got snatched, I had seen Rommel. It's the reason why I mentioned their name to the Darkling.
Yeah.
So I still remember that. I remember
You know
feelings.
who this is.
Yep. Okay. So with all with all of the, well, not in a, I want to emphasize that it is not in a worshiping manner, but in a respectful, this is an ancient, this is like one of those things that you grow up having respect. It's a symbol of your culture.
This isn't worship. It's a symbol of authority. Like you're giving proper respect to an authority figure.
Yeah. So Faye slightly bows because they remember that no matter the pain and the suffering they've been through in all of this, they had accepted Rommel's authority over them. So they bow, but with a bit of hesitation, considering they just died twice. And
From
I assume
the sin. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and I assume like it wouldn't be obvious to a normal person, but it would be pretty obvious in Faye's mind. Like they hesitate and then they immediately try to correct because they know that Rama would notice.
You continue to survive.
Barely. Sorry.
Do you complain? That's Rommel. Sorry. Are you complaining?
No. I'm just confused about what is it that, like, not my purpose. I feel like my purpose will become clear, but my task as I'm wandering for something, but it is always met with resistance, and I don't understand if that's a test or if it is, or if am I your protector, or am I your soldier? Am I finding something for you? I feel like
Rommel pause. There's a silence as you drift off in with questions. The storm, the sandstorm that's been slowly going in the background fades in sound even more. You are in a new land, and this land is not like anything you've ever experienced. When I found you, you were near the end of your capabilities. There was little hope left for rectifying your situation. And I saw you and brought you out of certain death into this new land. Have you learned this land's name?
Taurine.
That is the name of the area, but have you learned this land's name? Do you know where it comes from?
No. People seem to be more selfish here, more concerned with their day-to-day life than to answer bigger questions. They try to hide everything.
Like you've though you can't quite tell a nodding has happened, you can tell that there is a feeling of of understanding what you mean and the depth of that. Ramel, you can see the hands go up in the storm, which with all of this wind, like it doesn't feel like you're being like buffered with a storm so close to you. It feels there's a comfort to it, even in all of this power. It's there, and you see his hands go up and then back down. The land will tell you about its people. That which mortals pull from the land will eventually return. That which mortals bury in the land will one day surface. This is known. Mine the land for what is not known and what must be revealed. This is what I task of you, my chosen. And after he says this, you see a flash of the eyes within the sandstorm flash for a moment, and a bit of the storm, of the sand that makes up that storm, pull away from the tornado and condense smaller and smaller until it is a piece of stone the size of a small shard, followed by a strong glass necklace piece. I can't find the word for it, but it forms this necklace with an amulet on it. This is my sign to you that you are my chosen. Take this as a symbol of focusing on your power, on the power that I have bestowed upon you. Do you accept this task, my chosen? Will you make this pact?
Of course. Of course.
Will you swear upon the tome of the Tao and a book, like in a piece of the sand at your feet, you feel it rumble and come from the ground, carried on the sand, a book of shadows. Do you swear on the tome?
I guess I put my hand on it over my head and I swear to the tome.
The pact has been made. Until we speak again.
Could I ask a question of Ramo? Is that a lot to pursue?
How do you attempt to ask? Because you can see that he's getting ready to leave.
Does he have an honorific to Dao? I feel like Dao have honorifics, right, Gio?
I think Lord would work, though.
All right.
It's a bit much.
Yeah, it's a bit much, but they are a child speaking to essentially
Mr.
like
Lawmaster, yeah.
Lord or whatever. I don't like it, but
Rommel is fine.
Okay.
Rommel the iridescent is what you like.
There it is.
There it is.
Iridescent
It took me a
one.
second to remember it.
Iridescent one. Are you aware that there are people trying to hunt you down? And I guess, I don't know, your champion or champions?
They seek to keep what is buried in the land in the land. While the land is a place of death, it is also a place of rebirth. This will continue to be a problem as life and death must exist together in the land, and balance must remain.
So they are my enemy.
Enemy is a broad word. Make a persuasion check for me. I didn't see this coming. Make a persuasion check. I should have seen it coming, but that's okay.
What's 6 plus 5?
11.
11.
They are not an enemy, though they may be a foe on your journey.
Thank you. I will find what's hidden in the land.
The pact has been made. And Rommel drifts back, and you're in the sand, in this desert by yourself for a moment. And the dream ends. Jazz. Hey, friend. Faye, I would like you to mute, please.
Yeah.
Jazz. As you're drifting off to sleep, you think about what happened. It was pretty fucking spectacular, huh? Like,
yes, yeah, it was kind of cool.
You shot your shot, and then you somehow were able, and despite what you know about your pistol, as much as you wanted to, your not quite revolver, you know you have to do the work, but somehow you managed to take 2 shots out of your pistol. What the hell is up with that? Like, how did that even happen? You felt that like hand, right? Like, and it felt like a parent's love, but it, like, you know, it wasn't your dad's hand. That doesn't make any sense. Really, I mean, what the fuck? A hand guiding your hand to shoot? That doesn't make any sense either, right? But like, what are you thinking?
Well, if it wasn't my dad, I could tell that, correct?
Yeah, you know it wasn't your dad.
I mean,
the hands were rougher. The hands, while it felt like nice, it felt rough.
I mean,
and not as rough as it's not as rough as your dad's hands. So, but it felt like you were like, something in your core felt like told you parent, though you don't even like that was instinct. So I'm like, how does Jazz feel about the instinct of hearing something's from a parent, but knowing it's not your dad?
Well, quite frankly, as Jazz, I don't know how to feel. I never really had relationships back home. So this kind of feeling is new in the sense that I don't know how to react to it.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that it's like a familial presence kind of leads me to think it has something to do with my mother.
Okay.
So that's where he's at.
But how does that make you like? Are you excited to see about
No.
that possibility?
No.
No.
No. I'm interested in it. I wouldn't say Jazz is excited.
You want to know more?
Yeah, he wants to know more. At this point in Jazz's life, he does not belong to anywhere. And he is just trying to figure out, I guess, where he fits in, whether this world or others. Really, that's it. I mean, his past, his last year or so, he kind of had a bond with a couple people, you know, one, maybe two, you know, but other than that, it's kind of just wandering. So interested is what I would say. Not excited, but interested.
As you dwell on this and seek to make your mark on and detect what's going on here, suss out, investigate more into your life, you as the thoughts start to pile on one after the other, like what this could mean, and if this is a step in the right direction of where like figuring out your fit and what happened and what happened to your mother, if anything, what the truth is. You hear that ringing in your ear. The ringing is strong, and it almost wakes you right back up, but it subsides just before, giving you a sense of assurance, though knowing that continuing on this path may lead to more battle. And you drift to sleep. Yodar!
Content.
I'm awake.
Never mind.
As you drift to sleep, as you're like resting, winding down, doing your evening calisthenics of loose flow, getting some of those like scratches out of your back from doing the running, and going into some small spaces to try to see if there's a crawl space under a rug or something under an arm, like a locked thing in an armoire. Yeah. Like you feel it, and you feel good. Like you feel like more like you're flowing better than you have in a while. It's certain things that how to do, you haven't had to do them in quite a while. Like you've definitely had your adventures, but nothing too much of note.
Mm-hmm.
You continue to travel, hermit as you are, but you feel good. You feel like you're starting to find a good blend between what you learned in the what you learned in the monastery and what you learned in the bar. You feel like you've become a master, like you are on the road of gaining mastery somewhere in the middle,
mm-hmm.
if even possible. And when you sleep, when you finally close your eyes, you hear your friend, good old voice in your head. 10 fucking years of traveling. 10 years. And now we're moving around again. You're starting to get you feel like you're making a difference now?
I mean, I speak back. I speak back. I'm just like, I mean, I think I found a good place.
How loudly Are you speaking like mumble to yourself?
Mumbling to myself, yeah.
He's definitely, yeah, like, listen, asshole. I'm gonna just ask you straight up. Are you fucking running from me? Because you should have left home real fast. You should have left Shield real fast. You looked. I didn't ask you to look. I was over there minding my fucking business. But you go in there into that fucking mine where nobody's supposed to go, and you looked in there and you saw me, and I looked back at your ass, and now we're here together. So you can't run just because you left. I'm still fucking here. But are you trying to run?
I kind of think mine to myself. It wouldn't matter either way. Couldn't outrun you
goddamn right
any
it
day.
wouldn't. Say that last part one more time, motherfucker.
Couldn't
I dare
outrun
you.
you any day.
You could outrun me any day. Well,
No,
we'll fucking find out.
couldn't.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's fucking right. You scared, bitch?
No,
Okay.
excited.
Excited? Is this the truth? DM asking? Yeah.
This is the truth.
All right. Very well. So we looking for something this time, or we still going with the usual?
I have no idea. I'm just flowing, man.
Just flow.
Just flow.
Straight from the tap.
That's how I like it.
All right. And you all complete your long rest. So if you haven't already clicked it, you can click it. And if there were any temporary hit points that you had at all, make sure to remove those because you only have your HP right now. Thumbs up. All right, what's everybody doing in the morning? It's morning time. Any conversations that need to be had? Any conversations? Any RP?
Can Faye? I don't know who's waking up first. I don't. But when Faye wakes up, can they go to the kitchen?
Do we want to, like, I was just going to generally have you all wake up. Are you trying to, like, hide the fact that you're waking up?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay. Yeah, I just figured you all woke
Faye
up generally around the same time. There's dark in the window. Yeah.
Yeah. Internally, Faye is just very inspired. Something had happened after the
So,
talk.
like, just Faye, like, gets up and goes.
Yeah, but they go to the kitchen because I
Okay.
feel like at this point they feel like they've been imbued with something new and they just they have something they need to release out of them. And they just get out, go to the kitchen. And I have a few questions for you then.
Okay.
When I get to the kitchen. So tell me when I get to the
You're
kitchen
at the
or
kitchen.
if you want.
No,
All
yeah,
right.
no disturbance.
Okay. So in the kitchen, is there a brass brazier?
In the kitchen?
Yeah.
Make an investigation check with advantage.
Okay. I want to double check what a brass brazier because I thought, yep, it's like a incense thing. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Okay. Investigation check with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. It's just flat. 16.
16. Just to make sure, is this something that has a monetary value on it on the thing that we're talking about? Does it say like a certain thing worth blah blah blah, worth such certain amount of money?
Not the brass brazier.
Okay.
But there is another component that does.
Yeah. So you go through the kitchen, and then there's that one rinky dink, little closet. There's like a couple things that are like someone left behind in a room or something, and you like go through there a little bit. No one disturbs you because you're Faye. We know, everybody knows Faye. And you do find a brass brazier. It's a little dinged up, but it'll do the trick.
Alrighty. Then can I either find or buy from Generique or the people in the kitchen either 10 JP, 10 gold points, whatever pounds,
Mhm.
worth of either charcoal, incense, or herbs.
You say you got a 16 on investigation?
Let's see.
Yeah, so you could like ask one of the people, ask one of the people who's in like, I forget her name, but there's somebody, the lovely woman who I don't have my notes. I don't want to look at my notes, but the lovely woman who every morning is making the turons, she's there and she's got like the bag of charcoal. She's there and you talk to her and she's like, it's weird that you need. She says that it's weird that you need charcoal, but she's like, it's not my fucking business. Like, you do what you got to do.
I mean,
You can
give
get
me
the
some
charcoal.
tamarind, you can give me some saffron, any type of herbs that we have in the kitchen. Those will also work.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let me make a roll because you need the charcoal and what else? And you just
No,
need
no,
some,
no. I just need one of those three.
So charcoal, what or what?
Charcoal or incense or herbs. Right? It says
Charcoal.
10 JP worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs that must be consumed by
JP
fire.
or GP?
GP.
Yeah, 10 gold worth of. Can it be a mix of them?
Yeah, it can definitely be a mix of them because then
Okay,
that would
cool.
enhance the RP.
Okay, cool. You do get a mix. Like, it's mostly charcoal, but like you do get some herbs and stuff. Herbs and the other. Yeah, you get a mix of all three. I can't remember my brain, but you do get a mix of all three.
For
and
RP purposes? Sorry.
Hold on. And I'll say also, check your character channel in Discord. I have made a note to you of what you received in your dream.
Yes, will do. Okay.
Okay. So yeah. You do have these materials. You have your brazier. You have a mix of what the woman jokingly calls your herbs and spices.
All right.
Now what?
Okay. So now for flavor, is there one of those like herb grinders? You know?
Like a mortar and pestle?
Kind of.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Cool.
Right. Yeah, one of those.
Like there's one you
Yeah.
can borrow, yeah.
Herb grinder.
Herb grinder. Faye grabs whatever herbs she gives her, whether it's saffron or tamarind or cumin or any of those, throws it in there, throws some incense. They squish it together in the thing. They throw some charcoals inside of the brazier. And then they light up a light fire if there are like some sort of matches or whatever, and then they throw the incense on top and they say, does it require some sort of incantation?
I think check the components. Because it's like verbal, somatic.
VSM. What is VSM?
Verbal, somatic, and material. So
okay,
you have to say something, you have to do something with your hands, and you have to use the components of this
in the language that I forgot to RP that I was speaking to Rama with in the I will say
that conversation was in your home language.
Yes.
Well, in that specific language.
And for here, I'm just gonna say it in Arabic. باسم رامن المضيء أدعو إليك. And then I summon my familiar.
What form does your familiar take?
That's the problem, Gio. That is the problem. I cannot find the list of familiars that are available to a warlock of the Pact of the Tomb.
Tome. Okay. There's a specific list for Tome?
I don't know. I assume it's the normal list that's available to wizards. But
I think yours is the normal list.
Yes. I can
let me
change
tell
it
you.
whenever the familiar gets sent. Like I can use
Yeah,
it whenever I
so
resummon.
yes, so for this time I will decide because it is your first time casting.
It is my first time casting. Pick
All right.
one that's cool, bro. And let me tell
Yeah.
you,
Oh, it's a dwarf.
Arabs. Let me type it in the thing.
Yeah, just type it in the
Uh,
thing. So these pieces they mix together. You say the incantation, and the sand. Give me some more specifics on that. The sand swirls as you are casting. Do you cast this as a ritual?
Yes, it is. It is a ritual
So as
summoning.
you are casting, you're gone for an hour and 10 minutes.
Yep, I am in that
Um,
kitchen for an hour and 10 minutes, and everyone is weirded the fuck out by what I'm saying, but Faye does not care.
I was like, right now, this early in the morning, I'd say she's making the bake. She's baking the goods. Well, actually, it's not morning. My bad. It's nighttime actually. So this kitchen's actually pretty busy, and it wouldn't have been that woman. It probably would have been Generique being like, you know what, fuck it, it's you. I'm not gonna ask any questions, and because your sleep happened in the middle of the day, so it's like nighttime. It's like 9 o'clock at night. So you're in the corner trying, like, people are hustling, bustling and through. There's a nice hum going from inside of the like from the actual tavern area, but you're there and you're getting it together. And the sand is starting to swirl up and down. Well, the material is starting to swirl up and down as if it is a bit of sand going. And I would say swirl up and down in the way that it's like have you seen those like 5 gum commercials? Where it's like what is like the 2-5 gum and it's like woof, 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 woof. And then it like pops up once, and what comes before you is let me make a roll. Okay. Yeah, I need you to make a roll now. I made a roll so you can make a roll.
What's just a D20?
Yeah, just a D20.
Fuck, that's terrible. 2.
2? Okay, check my message.
I saw. I'm confused.
Is that fine? Like, does that have any significance?
Not that I'm aware of, but it sounds cool. I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
We could go with that if you want to. That's fascinating.
Are you, when you're doing this, are you thinking of like celestial, fae, or fiend in mind?
I don't know what that.
Because the spirit takes on the form of an animal.
Okay.
Your familiar is like a spirit taking on a form. So is it are you, as you're casting, are you thinking of celestial, fae, or fiend in origin?
Okay. Can I answer with a question a little bit? What would be genies? Are they more related to fiends or more related to fae?
I think I would say, because I'm not gonna make you roll again for another thing. I just don't feel like it. What Faye knows is it's unclear. It's unclear to what Faye knows where these things kind of lie as far as like.
Well, I've told you how much I hate the stereotyping in D&D. So
yes,
even though it might not be as interesting,
I'm thinking about what Faye is thinking of. Like for me, the choice is less about. I think this is more about like how Faye is feeling, how Faye is thinking. Is Faye thinking?
Faye is very traumatized still, but they are inspired. So like
They are inspired.
they are inspired by everything they talk to Rommel.
Let's go
about.
with Celestial then. Let's go with
All
Celestial.
right, cool.
Okay. What sprouts out are wings. The wings are visible first, and then it folds to the side, and then I'm fucking with you. I'm giving you what you want, a hawk. There's a nice hawk. Describe what this hawk looks like.
Okay. So
I took too long, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just give you what you want.
In Arab culture, hawks are extremely like well bred, well taken care of. They're considered like so in general, Arabian hawks or desert hawks, I guess, are they have a brown and white plumage. I will post a picture in the cast chat of what they kind of look like. They are very cute, but also like they are extremely dangerous. They will poke your eye out. Chat. This is essentially what they kind of look like. I like the image of them.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, this hawk is, while a little bit small, a little bit on the small side. It's got like it's feather. I don't know, birds. It's taken care, like it has been cared for, and it has been conjured with love and inspiration, though with an edge of being aware of the danger that is ahead. As that hour is going on, Luna essentially lets the two of you know that they're gonna hang back and try to make try to get some information from the town about things. Like, and they stop themselves at that point. They're like, I'm gonna say thing. They're like things. And then they leave the room, and they and have exited the from all you know is like they've left the room and are keeping safe. So Yodar and Jazz, you have the room to yourself.
I look at Jazz and I go, that's a mysterious rage monster leaving right there.
That's the one mysterious response you've got from these people?
Well, I'll take. What do you want?
I'm just saying, I don't trust them.
You don't trust anyone.
I trust you.
And
enough.
A tear forms at Yoda's eye, but doesn't like come down.
Oh my god! Forget I said anything. Well,
you want to get breakfast?
Sure. Yeah, I think we got. I did want to discuss some stuff with you, so yeah.
Knock on the door. Dunk, dunk, dunk.
Come in.
Okay.
Sorry.
Matilda comes in.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Realizes that it's y'all. Looks at Yoda, no reaction. Looks at Jazz, rolls her eyes. I brought breakfast.
Did you bring water by chance?
Accent. I'm gonna make a roll. Okay, and she, with some force, puts the food onto the armoire. There's food for 4 people. Just like a general breakfast. Food for 4. And it is like, well, Luna, I passed by Luna, and they said they're not already. They're good night. And they leave.
Hi, Matilda.
All right, and you can continue.
Okay, so breakfast is here. We start eating.
I'm just
All
chewing
Well,
on toast.
it's more of like a. It's like breakfast for dinner, basically,
That's fine.
because
That
it's
works.
nighttime.
Okay, and then I tell Yodar, I say, "Hey Yodar, can I?" And DM stop me if I'm just kind of skipping a couple
Yeah,
steps here, just to
Yeah.
sake of brevity. So Yodar, I had a question. Your people, they know a thing or two about alcohol, right?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Very-
Okay. Yeah, I thought so. Well, I only asked because I ended up finding some brewers. Brewers. You know what they're called?
Brewer supplies.
Yeah. And I was wondering. I mean, I have them now. Do you have brewer supplies?
I do indeed.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, I thought so too. So I was thinking maybe teach
wanna
me a
learn?
thing or two. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It's going to take a little bit, but you know.
That's fine.
You'll get it.
What do I owe you?
Well, I have these Smith tools. You wouldn't happen to be proficient in those, would you?
I am. And it's
I think we
funny
can
you
make it-
say that because I actually have something that I've been wanting to work on, but I needed two people that for it. So this, yeah, I think this could work.
Agreed. I just bite down on the toast.
I love your people, man. Anyways, so let's yeah, I mean, whenever we want to start, I mean, I'm cool.
So basically, I'll go through the basics with Chad.
Okay.
It's like,
All
what
right.
are you trying to like? Are you telling just? Are you going to tell Yodar what you're trying to put together?
Well, he's teaching me brewer stuff right
I'm
now.
teaching brewing stuff right now.
Okay.
And then,
So basically,
and then,
the basic process of fermentation, you know, all the intro to alcoholism.
I need
Alright.
each of you to make a roll.
What?
Let's see. So it's gonna be
Intro to alcoholism.
yeah. So each of you are gonna make a D20 roll and just add your intelligence modifier. And the DCs are different. But I won't tell you what the DCs are.
Okay. Oh man. So I rolled a 3 plus intelligence modifier.
Yeah.
3 plus 4, which is 7.
Okay.
I rolled an 18 plus intelligence. Intelligence is plus 0.
So you said 18?
18.
So an 18 and a 7?
Yeah.
Yodar, you're saying this real well. Like, you're not saying it super sciencey. You're saying it the way Yodar would say it. And, like, it's easy to understand. And because it's easy to understand, you'll only need one more night.
Oh.
Wait, I have inspiration. Can I roll again? Actually.
I've already declared.
Damn. All right. Yeah, you're right. I forgot.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
We'll catch you next. We'll catch you on the flip.
That's fine. Okay,
But
so
it's
it's
also
gonna take.
hard to understand. So yeah, you'll need one more night. Like you feel
Alright.
like you get a good grasp of it, but like there's some stuff that like you'll need some like clarification
Little finer
questions on.
details.
And
Fair
then
enough.
and
Fair
during
enough.
the next long rest, and then you'll have it.
Okay,
committed.
so can I do this? Just a little flavor, just as part of this. So I make the first batch, right? And my first
Mhm.
batch, and it's like, okay, here it is. Here it is, the first batch. And then what do you say, Yodar? What do you say?
I open it up. I take
Wait,
a sniff.
wait. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I open it up, take a sniff,
Uh-huh.
take a sip.
Wait. Don't, okay, that's where I'm gonna stop you.
I just take a sip. Just a
Okay,
sip.
what do you say?
Say, let's get in there.
Okay, so should I
Get in
try it?
Go ahead.
Okay, so
But only a sip. Only a sip.
before I try it, I want
Like a
I
drop.
want to
Just do a drop.
Spell detect poison and disease.
Oh,
on
also
the
my
drink.
defenses are poison, so that might not be good.
Exactly. This is why I do this. Okay. So yes, I want to do spell detect poison and disease because I don't have that.
Okay. I mean, it's alcohol, so it does read off as faintly as a poison. Um, though I need you to make an Arcana. No, I'm not gonna make you make a roll for this.
I mean,
It's supposed to come off as faintly poisonous, but the read of your the like strength of poison here is too strong. Like,
okay.
if you
That's all I
drink
need
this
to know.
shit, you might be hitting the water closet.
All right.
I'm
how
just sitting there
about
going, it's pretty good.
we're gonna close that up, let that ferment a little bit longer. Let's continue class tomorrow. How about that, Yoder?
Don't leave it in the sun. It'll expand and blow up.
Sure, whatever you say. We'll just put
saying.
this over here for now.
Good idea.
Okay.
Your turn.
Okay, so since we did that, you want to do a lesson or two on this?
Oh, of course.
On our end? Okay, cool. Okay, so do we do rolls?
Yeah,
for this?
rolls
Okay.
again with D20 at your intelligence modifier.
Okay. Okay, I rolled 15 plus 4 is 19.
I'm going to use my inspiration to roll again.
Okay.
That's a 13.
13. Okay. So Yoda, this is what happens. You're hearing him talk about smithing, and you're like, shit, that's what I can't remember what the fuck their name was, but like they did some shit like that. They did some shit like that from home, and like you take that and you're looking at like you think about the fact that like you've done some stuff with some leather, and you know that like sometimes with some leather there's like if you're making like a putting leather on a watch, you also need to put like the little pieces of metal there, and you're like fuck it, some fire, some hammers, and a little bit of elbow grease, it could be a good trading opportunity. You'll need to put it into practice in order to get the proficiency, but sounds like there's a project coming up.
Okay.
Right.
So we're only speaking of it, right? We're not like, because we're in the room.
Yeah, so you're
we're not
talking
actually
about it.
We don't have a fire or anything.
So you're having a conversation. There's some like
Okay.
technique here. Like you have the tools while Jazz has the expertise here. So Jazz, will you be mentioning?
Yes. So I was thinking DM is just do it. Well, let's just role play. You can tell me.
I was like,
okay.
Listen, I know what
All
your class is. You just put RP it.
So Yodar, what do you think? You think you got the basics down?
I think.
It's a little different than brutal, but
yeah. But you give me a big hammer. Oh, good.
All right, and then I kind of cringed, but I'm like, okay, all right, sure, all right. Well, that's cool. So tomorrow, I guess we'll finish both of our projects, and it's great because I think you understand it, maybe, but that's okay. I kind of just need some extra hands because I do know this one. I has one blueprint that old Yembog back in the day and I used to work on. I've never done it myself before. But
Wait. Was that Yambob?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Not important.
It isn't important. You might meet him one day. I don't know. I don't know if he likes me actually. But anyways, we're going to try to do the one thing we've done it. I've done it once with him before, but I think we can do it. All and right. Maybe I can put some respect on my name if I do this. Okay. So.
All right.
I need your help. So I think you can do it. I think we can do it. And let me think. There's a part of this that I want your input on. And I don't know if I should give you like maybe like a hint of what you should think of. No, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. Yeah. And that's where I end the conversation.
All right. All right. Faye, do you return to your room immediately,
is there a
or
window outside? Is there a window in the room they're sitting in?
there's a window in the suite room, but there's also you're downstairs, so you could do what you wanted to do here.
So
I have
I've
two
gotten through
questions.
my breakfast and I'm starting to eat through like Luna's.
Oh, okay. So they're sitting in the.
So yeah, like from what you can tell, they're
tavern
still up in
area.
the suite. No,
We're
they're
talking
back in the
shop.
suite.
Oh, okay. But they are actually no, they're up in the suite.
So yeah, this is what I'll say, because you make a good point. As you're done with your stuff, like Matilda is like come in, like bust through the kitchen and is like, oh, I swear to God, that is not the word. That is not the word. That is not the voice.
That's not the word.
Fucking okay. The name's Matilda, by the way. I swear to God, I came in here and listen. I'm not an accent expert. Oh, these people. Oh my God, what a night. Oh,
Did the
I
kitchen
can't
react
believe-
at all to me summoning a hawk?
They're busy. They're busy.
Cool.
Like there's a couple
Cool.
people who are like, who do
Cool.
like a little like, because the poof happens, do a little like a slight clap, but then they get back to work. But like Matilda busts in
Cool.
and is just like,
I
oh my
tap-
God, you're here
tap-
too.
Yeah, I tap on the leather stuff.
You're here too.
Hi, Matilda. Hi. What are you talking about?
Your friends are up.
Wait, it's cool seeing you again. All right. And then I walk out.
Yeah.
Matilda again, no respect.
Hey, I'm the only one with a gun, so good luck if she ends up coming after y'all. That's all I'm saying.
I got these fists,
Alright,
man.
So you all reconvene in the suite.
Yeah.
On
Faye is
the
not paying
hallway
attention to
down-
anything. Faye is not paying. I'm not going back to the suite.
Okay.
My other question is, how long does it take to attune to something?
For this one, for the thing, this in particular, you're already attuned.
Start to eat Faye's
Facts.
breakfast.
Okay, beautiful. Okay.
The attunement has happened as part of your long rest.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Because the answer is an hour.
I
So.
don't go back in the room, but I like don't leave or anything. I'm standing around the inn and I'm seeing what I can do with this hawk.
Okay.
I meant no actual like legitimate. I meant no. Faye did not mean any disrespect to Matilda. They just got other shit on their mind.
Yodar and Jazz saw this, right?
I'm gonna make a roll.
Right.
Oh, I picked
No,
Bloodhawk.
because this was downstairs. Because
That's
Faye
true,
didn't.
that's true.
Because yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Okay,
Sorry,
I'm
I
making
ended
a
up
roll,
picking
and it's not
Bloodhawk.
it is not in your favor. I'll just tell you that now.
The hawk
Me?
flies away.
Yeah, like there's a small part of you that goes, "That was rude. That might have to pay for that later." But you're busy. So you're going outside, and the
Yeah.
hawk lets loose. Yeah. So there's a section in D&D Beyond that you should be able to like just like there should be a section where you can. I think it's extras.
Yes,
where you
it's
can
an
put in-
extras. I added.
and
I
it's
added
a normal hawk. Yeah.
Oh damn! I thought it would be a Bloodhawk. Bloodhawks are cooler.
Nah, it's a normal hawk.
Is that not a part of the list? Because I was allowed to add it.
No, it's just a normal hawk.
Wait, why am I being forced? Okay, I guess I could just send it back and summon a Bloodhawk. I guess. Okay, I'm gonna change it. I feel like I
we
could
can talk
summon.
about that later.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like I'm jealous of not having a hawk now.
Yo, in my ear it sounded like a hawk. I know the sound wasn't.
Yeah, I
but
cried.
in my ear it did for a little bit, like the echo.
That hurts. That hurts.
Okay.
Let's just veto that one right off the bat.
Because of how
Sorry.
loud it is, or is it just because it's wrong?
It's just
It's
it
very
hits
piercing.
yeah,
very
it hits
piercing.
a certain frequency where it
Yeah.
just goes through both sides of my headphones.
The hawk takes flight.
Uh,
I
well,
don't
no,
have the stats, so you tell me what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to like learn? Wouldn't I have to do an animal handling thing to be able to like handle
You
it?
feel this like this. You feel this on instinct. Like you have made this pact, and so with instinct, you know what you can do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not gonna make you roll for this. This was a gift. This was gifted to you by your patron. And I think one of the coolest scenes I've ever done.
Can I see what the hawk is seeing?
With Find Familiar, you can go into its eyes, yeah. Like you can
Fuck
you
yes.
can like
Okay.
basically you get the ward for a bit, if I remember correctly.
Okay, cool.
Do you want to do that all by yourself? This is the
You
question.
committed, you already did it.
Yeah. I wanna stand behind and I wanna shoot up over generic, so I'm looking down on me.
Don't wanna be.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yep.
around,
It's like
around,
Assassin's Creed a little bit.
Yep, and I
Yeah.
want to shoot my eyesight into it. What do I see?
Above Generiques.
Yeah, what like the roof, whatever.
Yeah, like
Drone shit.
yeah, you're seeing the roof, like you like there's like there's like a balcony somewhere, and like you see nothing on the nobody on the balcony. You see there's some like bird poop on the roof that probably needs to be cleaned. In fact, you kind of like feel the like hawk poop for a second, because even summoned creatures sometimes need to quote unquote poop. And I want you to make a perception check using the hawk.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So. what
So
is
that's
that?
+4.
Plus
That's a
4.
d20 +4.
Damn. Still not great. Still not great because I rolled.
And
like
you have
shit all the time.
advantage. You have advantage because of keen sight.
Don't forget you have inspiration.
15 plus 4. That's 19, right?
Okay. How far out? What's the range on Find Familiar on your connection?
My connection is 60 feet, so I made him fly like 50 feet above, like 45.
Okay. 50 up
above me. He's just above me.
you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, you can see yourself. There's not much that you could like. You could see some people put like with wheelbarrows, collect like just like faintly from like.
What's
at
their
midfield.
eyesight? How far does their eyesight go? Because they're a
I'm-
hawk.
I don't have there's not a stat for that.
Yeah.
But what I will say is with a 19, what you're seeing, you don't quite see from 50 feet up. You don't get that good of a look at the hill, which is what I think you're actually trying to see instead of just fucking telling me. But you do see from mid hill, like there's some people with the wheelbarrows, taking the corpses of the zombies out like away from mid hill, trying to clean that up. And you see you see what looks to be the Viscount at mid hill, speaking with someone, walking towards the gazebo that is on mid hill.
Okay.
But
You
yeah,
said
like
there's too much
like tree stuff in the way between, like, from your angle, from the angle of Generiques, in order for you to get a good view of what's going on at the time at what the ruins of Town Hall.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You said there's that's a balcony. I know that's the balcony for the luxury.
One of the
suite,
rooms.
right? One of the rooms, not the luxury suites.
No,
Oh, okay.
not
Does
this
the
one in
luxury
particular.
suite
It's on a
have-
different side.
Okay, but the luxury suite does have a balcony, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will come back from my hawk and I will do one last thing, and then we can like wrap up my turn, I guess, or whatever. I want to walk up to where the balcony is, and are there a lot of people around me?
To that particular balcony?
Yeah, to that side where I can look up and see the balcony, and like on the ground level. Is there?
Oh, where you can see the luxury suite balcony?
Yeah.
Make a stealth check.
Stealth truck. Okay. That's
Yeah,
pretty-
let's see.
that's
Let's see if
fascinating.
anybody finds you sus.
I'm not trying to do anything. Yeah, but valid. Very valid. Very valid. I'm like running around
Practice
like a manic.
happened.
I'm very manic. I'm very manic right now. Where's my self modifier? Okay. 6 plus 2, 7, 8.
Okay. You don't see anybody around there. It is like not
Dark.
in like the main area, and it is dark. So you're out
Fuck
here
it,
in the
Why
dark.
not? Faye is very manic right now.
What you doing?
Bonus action, Misty step up to the balcony.
With your Faye, you misty step. You certainly misty step, and I'm gonna make a roll. I'm gonna roll a D100 because now I have to figure out how high up this thing is.
Okay, cool. Because I only have 30 feet.
Okay. Yodar and Jazz, as you're like feeling good about like you're finishing up your meal and you're feeling good about it, you hear a like someone like trying to hold on to like it's a big thump and it's coming from the balcony outside.
Yeah, I run to the balcony.
I stroll.
Faye, I need you to roll and make an initiative roll for me.
Initiative.
Same for Yodar. Because I want to see which happens first.
21.
16 plus 2, not as much as Yodar got.
What did you say, Yodar?
21.
21. You get there first. You see Faye. You see Faye's head for a second, and it like bows back down, as Faye is like not at the lip of the balcony, but like has their hands holding for dear life to the edge of the bottom of the balcony, trying to hold on and like trying to reset the things. What do you do?
So I jump on the other side of the balcony, holding one hand, and grab Faye with one hand and try to pull Faye up into the balcony.
Hey, what's up, homie? What's happening?
You okay? You good?
Hell yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. We gonna put you in the balcony.
It works.
Yeah,
Mark
that'd
your
be
spell
cool.
slot off.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Thanks
So-
for all the help, Jazz. Appreciate it.
But did they die though?
They did not.
All right then.
We got it. Okay.
And then, right out of the distance, a hawk flies over onto
Ooh,
Faye's
is
shoulder.
that dinner?
Eee!
That's Lil Bunk right
okay.
there.
What's the name? Lil
Lil
Bunk?
Bunk.
Lil
That's
Bonk.
Lil Bunk, the homie.
So don't eat him.
Nah.
Okay.
I can. This is the little homie now. Yeah, Lil Bunk. Yep, you spelled it right.
So I was still holding a piece of toast. So I hand the hawk a piece of toast.
Yeah, the hawk will take it.
The hawk takes it, throws it in the air, jumps out, catches it again, and is like not eating it yet, but is like playing with it now.
I look over at Jazz. I'm like, why don't you have a hawk yet?
I don't say anything. I think, and he can see the cogs whirling, but that's it.
So, yeah.
Well, that's kind of
Okay.
cool.
So, yeah, right. So I feel like after dying for the second time, I had an epiphany last night, and
I told you you're gonna pet hawk.
Yeah, it's kind of a long story how we got to the hawk. Also, Gio, by the way, a little bit, it's not a retcon, but I never got to mention it. But like when I left, I put the metal brazier in my backpack.
Oh no, yeah,
breast
that's
brace.
yours.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right. Cool.
What was this hawk again? What was the brand of hawk?
Just a hawk.
It's
just a hawk.
It's a hawk.
You wanted a blood
it
hawk.
looks
Not a
like
blood
a
hawk.
hawk from where I come from.
You wanted a blood hawk.
It
I
has
did
like
want
brown
to
and
go
it's a hawk with like brown and white plumage.
Okay.
Jazz get
Low
a
grade,
hawk.
a little on the small side, but yeah.
I can't even.
But so y'all remember? I have a request of y'all. Y'all remember when y'all were talking to the Darkling and y'all were talking? Question for Geo. Comprehend languages. Does it mean that while the spell is cast, I can start to understand the language, or does it mean that like once I cast it over time, I can learn that language?
The first one, not the second.
So it's just for the duration of the spell, I can understand said language.
The magic translates for you. You cannot
Okay.
speak. I don't think you can speak it,
No, I think it's
but
just
you'll be able
like
to understand what's being said.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Can other people teach you a language?
Yeah, there's. Yeah, that is a thing that is possible.
Okay. What was that language you both were talking to the Darkling in?
I think it was Undercommon, right, Jazz?
It was.
Like,
Can
and
you-
then he got all mad because he spoke Common.
Why do you want to know about Undercommon?
Can
What are you
I
gonna do
learn?
with Undercommon?
Uh,
You work at a hotel.
well, not anymore. And also, it seems like the people that are trying to kill me speak in Undercommon.
That's a good point.
That's a good
That is
excuse.
a good point.
Yeah, that's
That
a good
is a
point.
good point.
Mhm.
See?
Huh.
Can
What
y'all
about
teach me? Can y'all teach me how to speak in Undercommon?
I need to talk to my partner here.
All right, y'all do your thing.
Okay. Do you just want to go over to the balcony and just like?
Hang off the edge.
Yeah,
yeah.
We can
So-
switch places. Is there any food left?
Yeah, there's food, right?
Maybe.
What's up to Yodar?
I think there was some toast still.
There you go.
Maybe.
All right.
There's about 2 for you and your hawk. So
Can you do me a little favor, Geo, for a little flavor retcon? Could have there's a type of schmear we have in the Middle East called gema. It lasts for quite a long time.
Don't you have some like rations in your pack?
Yeah, I do.
So so we can like some of your rations could part of your rations for today could add on to this toast if that's what you're suggesting.
It's just it's just like a very Arab breakfast.
Yeah, I
it's
would
like
say
a
I will
schmear
say
on
that
it.
like the toast is barely enough by
honey.
itself, but like putting this with that will make it enough to sustain. But you'll have to.
Well, I'm not trying to sustain. I'm just trying to eat a quick snack because like I've been running around all day doing stuff.
Okay, I'll be nice.
Yeah. Okay. So,
You have this.
you see me because like here's the thing. Actually, I shouldn't say this until it actually comes up at some point. Never mind. But yeah, but Faye put some while they're talking outside, so they're eating.
hey, what languages do you speak again, Yodar?
So I got Common, Undercommon, Dwarvish, and have I already said Geo, the other one that I know?
I don't think you have.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
And I mean, can you tell me?
I can tell Jazz.
Okay.
So
I can-
deep speech.
Deep speech.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I,
It's not like
I hope my
I would.
players
I don't think Yodar would keep that a secret.
I was
much.
like, our players aren't gonna metagame as much as
Yeah.
possible, so I'm not concerned.
Okay. Deep speech. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, just know that if we're teaching Faye Undercommon, that's the last of our common languages if we needed to speak together in private.
Geo, could I teach him deep speech?
Yeah.
It would take a long time. Well, hold on. To answer this question, I need you.
I'm
to
very smart.
Make, ooh, shit! Y'all gonna make me look at a list of spells. I've been doing so good this session. Of just coming up with shit. I gotta look at a fucking list of skills.
I'm worldly, Geo. Okay. I think I can pick
You
stuff
are
up easy.
not from around here. I can't say the other thing.
Exactly. I'm worldly. Okay. Bless you.
Thank you.
Or
I mean,
wait,
quite literally, you're not world. Anyway.
I mean, exactly.
does Faye or Luna know Dwarvish?
No.
Does Jazz know
Doubt it.
Dwarvish?
No, I only know Common, Elvish, giant.
I could
giants.
teach you Dwarvish. That'd probably be easier than
Yeah.
deep speech.
What the
I-
fuck?
It definitely would be.
Yeah,
is what
but
I'll
I can
say.
teach him
I know
Dwarvish.
giant.
You can
and-
teach him
and common.
Dwarvish, but it will take some time.
So you look
How
at
can
remind-
speaking giant?
Remind me to
Mhm.
like put this in your character channel, in that
Yeah.
character channel for y'all.
I got it.
And I'll set up some rules because I don't think I like 5e's rules, so I'll come up with some. I'll find some alternative
Yeah.
because I don't want it to take that long. But
Well,
I want it to take
what
some-
about Dwarvish? I feel like that's kind of giantish.
no?
I think it's
Yeah,
too
I'm saying,
close.
what if y'all could learn giant? That'd be tight.
You don't want to learn
No,
giant. I'd say right
because
now.
interestingly, like I'll tell you this that like about undercommon is that like undercommon is this in the way of like English like takes a lot of words from places. Undercommon does that in that same way, and like there are a number of different like what some would argue is dialects or like I'm in a linguistics class right now. So undercommon in a way has like on one hand some would argue is like a dialect of common, though clearly it is not a dialect of common. It's more a language that has taken on a life of its own of using of a different grammar and phonology that comes from different places while relexifying or using the vocabulary of different languages mixed together so that like you
Is it
can't
like an
speak other
extreme-
languages.
It's like what it's like. I know exactly what it's like.
Is
It's
it like an
Ebonics.
extreme?
No,
No,
kidding, it's not
no,
Ebonics.
it's not.
No,
No,
it's
Is
that's,
it like an
that you
extreme
didn't- I get
patois?
that.
it's like city speak
Yeah, that's
from Blade
basically what
Runner.
I'm saying.
It's like
No,
city
I
speak
don't
from
think
Blade
it's
Runner.
city speak because the
Why?
way he's describing it, it's city speak
No,
is a slang.
so,
That's not
Okay,
different
if
than
you want
English.
to,
Well-
if you want me to be clear, I'm taking inspiration on how I see undercommon from like
Okay.
the Ebonics class that I'm taking right now, and that like there are multiple different dialects of Ebonics, but the argument is that Ebonics is a language of its own, using African grammar and phonology, while having a relaxification of the colonized language. So like African American Ebonics, is like uses English vocabulary while
Uh-huh.
using different like the grammar and phonology from different places from like
So it is one.
I-
It is
ethnic
one
groups in
language.
Africa.
Just
Yeah, so it
different. Oh,
is-
okay. Okay.
so
then, yeah, it's
undercommon
not.
is like
Yeah.
this hodgepodge of like multiple places and multiple cultures come together into this one language, and so it's kind
Yeah.
of complicated. Undercommon
sounded
itself,
to me like you were
undercommon,
describing.
but it's not the same that you understand different that you would understand these different languages. because
patois,
the patois is different. Like, even like a pet.
Yeah,
patois
it sounded
is
like
the
to me
word for
like you were
that.
describing more patois because like
We're speaking the same because like patois is. So some places of Ebonics, like some Caribbean Ebonics would be patois. Anyway, we have gone down a road.
Yes.
My point is that like undercommon is this interesting place of like there are words that will sound familiar as you learn other languages because you know undercommon, and so you'll find some interesting anchor points that'll make this journey easier in learning Dwarvish.
Okay. All right.
Maybe not as easy for giant, but definitely for Dwarvish.
That's cool. Okay.
Deep speech, even less of those hooks, so that it would take you longer to learn deep speech because it's
That's
a
fine.
much rarer language.
The goal was to speak to
Hi,
Yoda.
I'm an English
so
major.
if that makes it, I just needed a line of
my brother is a
communication with Yoda.
linguistics professor.
So we can do Dwarvish.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cool. Anyway,
Okay, so Dwarvish will work. So okay, then I'm okay with. I'm not gonna teach really, but I'll communicate with them. You do the teaching, I'll do the practical, applied work. How about that?
I just start making flashcards.
Yeah, exactly. And I just start speaking to Faye like in every chance I get in this language. And if they don't understand, they don't understand. Sorry.
yeah. So y'all have a little bit of a practice session. Y'all have a little bit of a session here for a moment.
Yes.
Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Mhm. We
Okay.
come back and we begin immediately the training.
You just like walk in, you were like,
Immediately.
We just change language right there.
and just start
Yes,
speaking in
exactly.
it.
Yes,
Blah, 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 blah.
exactly.
And there's some like
So, Faye?
context clues.
Faye, what do you
Faye,
think?
I need all of you to make rolls with like make rolls and add your intelligence modifier. And Faye gets advantage because the two of you are both teaching Faye.
Okay.
But the
Sorry.
DCs are different between.
Do I keep
I think I
my-
like this between teacher and student. I
Where
think
do I
like
find
the
my
idea of tutoring.
intelligence modifier?
It's your ability score.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. It's a flat.
I was 15.
15. Yoda?
17.
I got 9.
9. 17. Okay. I'm gonna make a note. This is the beginning.
We're also just street people.
this
You
is-
are
I was
nice.
like,
We're not
yeah, I was
teachers. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
was like, this is the beginning, and there is a bit of a headache that forms. But now that you've done all of these things after you've woken up and stuff, y'all did have a zombie. There's a zombie situation.
Oh yeah, those zombies.
Something's up. What do y'all,
That's
are y'all gonna talk
fine.
about it?
I think we need to go back and talk to Fancy Pants. What's his name?
Are we
Viscount.
done? Did I learn some undercommon?
Not enough to speak it, but like this is the
Very,
beginning.
You know, words. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
This is the beginning of your journey.
But before we
So
do anything,
I would say make a note on your character sheet that like you have had one lesson of blank in Undercommon by Yodar and Jazz.
That's not saying much.
And
before
Luna has a
before
special
anyone
ability that
leaves,
allows them to learn languages from conversations
Yep.
and has not learned the language yet. So
before anyone leaves this room to go and deal with any other situations after the lesson is over, Faye. So we've had a lot go on, but we do have this money in my bag that we're supposed to split. So I have 3 platinum, 3 gold, 6 silver, and 10 copper. I don't know if y'all just want me to be the bank for it.
well, Luna's not here, so
I'm sure Jazz will want to hold on to his cut.
Talking money now.
It's up to y'all, unless y'all want to wait for Luna to come back and then we can divvy up the money properly.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Also, Yodar, TM.
Yodar, what aren't you telling me?
Yodar. Yodar wants to go find a gourd, like a bottle.
Okay, and then I guess what I'll say is what I'll do in the meantime as well is go try to find a blacksmith, which I think there isn't one.
there is
But-
not a blacksmith.
So I'll try to talk. Someone in this town can make weapons or something, or
Well,
smith
they have
or
to. They
something.
have
No,
to do
they
like
told-
they have to
it's
do
a
like the
interhaven.
horseshoes.
You have to
and
what? What?
I think
Go
it's
ahead.
up to
Do you want me to say it? Because all of you have stopped talking now.
Yeah, I don't know
There
what
is
happened.
nobody here that can make weapons. There is the general store that sells weapons, and you can make custom orders with the general store. But that's the person who shot Yodar. So
The-
y'all
I
don't
don't,
like
merchant-
that's fine. I can go in there.
The
I'm gonna go talk
merchant,
to them.
no. The merchant already told us. We already had this conversation.
What?
We were already told. It's an interhaven. People who can make weapons are in the town where we were supposed to go to sign up for the adventures.
Your
Guild.
place. Sorry.
No.
No.
I landed here. Remember,
Yes.
this was months ago. I understand
Then
you not
okay.
remembering this, but the whole conversation boiled down to there isn't a lot of like places where like we can become like officially like we can find. There's no library here. There's no blacksmith.
Yes.
And there's no guild
Yes.
in this town.
Yes. I
That
remember.
can tell us about our adventure.
Yes.
All of that stuff is in a bigger city hub called Interhaven, where there's an adventurers guild where we were going to sign up so they could give us like some sort of indication about the party that blew up the thing because it might have been related to the
Right.
assassin.
It's coming back now. Keep
And
telling
then
me, yeah.
and then there's a library that might help y'all. I think y'all wanted a library. So either Brad or Luna wanted a library. and then a blacksmith for you
Yeah.
and
Okay.
for Yodar that's
Okay.
also in that
Mhm.
town. That's why we
And-
were
But
going
what
to
is
leave.
in this town? Yeah, what is in
Is a general
Taurine is
store.
Lyra from Lyra's Loves, who
Which
um
I need to
like
get my
which
tasty paste.
like you'll have to go back to, and I think Faye said that they would, but they might skip, who knows, in order to get some lessons on herbalism kit.
Okay. Got it.
But
Got it.
it's nighttime. It is nighttime, but are we like DM asking like what's the party planning to do
Are
right now?
we gonna do we want to talk about the zombie situation?
Then we should talk with the Viscount.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, so but here's my thing. I yelled at the Viscount, but
we yelled at the Viscount. We yelled at the shopkeeper. We yelled at Lyra.
no,
Nobody
I'm not
likes
saying
us
the
here.
Viscount.
Nobody
No,
likes
I'm not
us
saying
here.
that the Viscount might not be upset with us because I've yelled at the Viscount.
I don't think we
multiple
yelled
times.
at Lyra. Have we yelled at
It-
Lyra?
Well, Lyra knows we don't like her, so
No,
I don't
like
trust
Lyra's
her
teaching
anymore.
me like how to make tasty paste.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
but my
Lyra
question
knows
Anyways.
that you don't like her, but
Exa-
you don't know that Lyra knows that you don't like her.
They-
You don't know that Lyra knows that you don't
I
like
don't
her,
want to
so
go anywhere in this town. I will
my
just go wherever you
question, no,
go.
my
Jazz
very
is ready to
simple
move.
question. My very simple question is: I don't think the Viscount is not going to help us. I've yelled at the Viscount multiple times, and he was still a pretty okay guy to deal with. What I'm saying is, I think I always come up with these very elaborate plans, but we could do two options. But if anyone has any other suggestions, that's fine. But one, we could leave and tell people at Interhaven or the Adventurers Guild at Interhaven or whoever the authorities are at Interhaven that there is some sort of attack and if an emergency happening here, and they could come here and deal with it. But I don't know how quickly our trip is going to be and how quick they will come back.
Can we find that out? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Are you
because
going about-
because
how are you
I'm
going about-
worried about what the zombie infestation is going to mean. Like whatever these zombies are doing. Like what if it affects the Rue family?
Okay, and so why isn't the Viscount worried about this? Because I'm
Why
literally
isn't- yeah,
going to
anybody else
drag
worried
this
about
dude
this?
up and feed him to a zombie at this point.
I feel like the other option is, but that would mean we would stay in this town longer, is we somehow convince the Viscount to bring reinforcements into town to finally like call in an emergency about what's happening here.
I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Okay. I think we can kill two birds with one stone. Pun intended. I hate your bird. I'm just kidding.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Little
That's a
Buck?
joke. That's a joke where I
Little
come
Buck,
from.
the little
There's
homie?
a joke where I come from. Calm your britches, all right? Anyways,
You mean Lil Buckaroo? What?
yeah. So how about we go talk to the Root family, let them know what's going on. They seem like they can handle themselves, quite frankly, than anybody else in this town. Ask them how long it would take for us to get to Interhaven, because I feel like they're in the know and they would know where to go. And then we can kind of discuss with them to see what our options are in this town for the safety of them, the others, and go from there.
Which of you wants to make an insight check for me to see about the Viscount?
What's my insight?
But only one of you can, and there will be no advantage.
I have a +4 on insight.
Yeah, I only have +2.
Go, Yodar.
But I also have inspiration, so it's up to y'all.
Yodar also has inspiration.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I used it.
Oh,
Oh, you used it. What did you use it on?
I mean,
Yeah.
Faye also has inspiration technically.
oh.
I do,
what's
but
your-
you do not want my insight check.
Okay. What do you think, Yoder?
You get 2 chances, so I'd say you.
All right, let's do it. Good thing I have inspiration. I got a
Oh
nat
no!
one.
Oh no! Oh no!
All right, inspiration. Nat 20, baby! Nat 1 and nat 20. How do you do that?
Mm.
How do you do that?
Woo! Okay.
That's not
Crazy.
Yes.
So
The highs
As
and
much as I
lows
was
of
ready to get to
Jazz
business,
Duvail.
as much as I was
Whoa,
ready to get to
mama,
business
what?
today, and I was ready. I like prepped up. What I prepped today was for combat and return to there, and that did not happen. But with this nat 20 on an insight check, Jazz, let me
Mark
give you
comes
the
out.
lowdown on the Viscount. Let me
Okay.
give you the lowdown on the
All right.
Viscount. The Viscount is frazzled. This is their first time doing this without like actually having to do this job actually.
Mhm,
They've
mhm.
been a Viscount for a number of years. However, it has been a title. It's been like a propped up title for them because they're daddy, you
Mhm,
know.
mhm.
But like they're out on their own. They wanted more responsibility, and the time in which they wanted the responsibility just happens to be at the time where the Lawmaster died. And it's like really like the Viscount's going through some bad timing shit going on here. Of they're trying to grow up, and they were hoping to be able to like grow up slow and learn from the Lawmaster, but the Lawmaster has died. But they have to be this authority figure, but they also can't be no chump, because when they were a kid, they were a nerd. They were fucking nerdy, bratty kid that was spoiled rotten, and could get his way whatever he wanted. But there were a few times in which he was embarrassed, and so he always has to look like he's stronger. And that's what you can tell this from this insight, thinking about your interactions with the Viscount.
Mhm.
This
Yeah.
man
Good to go.
needs to be. This man wants people to feel like he's in control, and he needs them to know that he's better than them. And between his own life experience and what his damn daddy has done and has placed within him while at the same time being spoiled, has made him in such a way where there's too much shit going on. He's not very experienced. He's had a silver spoon his whole life, but he's trying his best to be better now after after having this conversation with you all and having this conversation, a conversation that you're like you don't know all the details of, that he had with Audric. He's trying to be better now, and then as he's like, okay, I'm going to try to be a better person now, boom, tragedy has hit Taurine yet again. And there are not just citizens, not just a couple citizens, but some traveling adventurers who have come into a town that is already understaffed and trying to go through that process of getting new people, which is a whole bureaucratic fucking shit show that the Viscount has to be dealing with. You also feel like he has some other pressures going on from outside of him, out from other government bodies, or from a different branch of the government, you would even say, that is even dealing with the fact that it's making it complicated, that causes some complications going on with everything that's going on between the Lawmaster shit. Like, you go here and like you feel that your ears ring for a second, because not only are you getting insight into this man as a person, that insight is connecting to the things that you could detect for like you're marking things out that you can detect about what's going on in the situation by way of the Viscount.
Mhm,
This shit is fucked, dude. These little hills are wrought with danger and chaos. It is in a focal point of chaos going on right now, where everyone's trying to figure out what the fuck's going on, and but also trying to stay, like, the Viscount's trying to stay strong and be an authority figure at the same time. But like, this place is a powder keg, and it keeps continuing to ratchet up because shit keeps fucking happening to these good people and the people who travel through, and it's a fucking lot. It's a lot. It's chaos. It's chaos. It is chaos. And the chaos continues to build, and the keg continues to grow. And it's starting to burn. And you're wondering, in this situation, the chaos going on here, if things are meant to survive what's going on. If there's some intention going on somewhere out there by somebody for chaos to continue to be happening here. And now I need you to make a charisma saving throw with disadvantage.
Me?
Yes.
Okay, charisma saving throw.
I know it
Okay.
was a nat 20, and you just got a hell of a lot of information, but the way unfortunately, this nat 20, because of the specifics of what's going on, has a consequence of a charisma saving throw with disadvantage.
It's where it
What
says
did you get?
saving throws. You can
Yeah,
click
I
it
just.
and
What
do
is disadvantage again?
Roll
lower.
twice
you
and
roll
take lowest.
twice and take the lowest.
Okay. All right. 13.
As you come to this realization and your ears ring and you feel a combination of your abilities coming together as one in this moment,
Mhm.
and the word chaos pops over and over and over. You feel for a second the idea of that can't possibly be happening right now. This can't be organized. This can't be ordained and placed on a place. It doesn't make any sense. It's not even possible. Like, who could do this? Like no one has their power. No one should have that power to be able to orchestrate things in such a way and to be so orderly in a way to create chaos happening. And you take 5 points of psychic damage,
Which is
reduced to 2. You take 5 points of psychic damage, reduced to 2, as you fight the urge as you fight the this feeling of needing to dismiss what you see before your very eyes. What you are seeing with your mind's eye,
okay.
you fight the urge to shake that off, and you maintain a sound mind and hold
Okay.
on to the facts that have been given to you in this moment.
Okay.
Like it's all clicked together, and you
Okay.
just barely manage it.
Can I do something now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna take up some water. Yeah.
Okay. Yodar,
You all right there?
give me the drink. The drink we made. Give me
Oh.
the drink.
Okay. There you
Then
go.
I take a swig of the drink that we made.
Okay.
Hey, pass that over.
Make a
Sure.
con save.
Sure.
Hilarious. Make a con save.
Con save. Okay. Con,
like-
right?
Yeah. Faye, what's your passive perception?
Damn. I got a nat 20 plus 3.
Oh,
Okay, you have
Another nat
11.
20.
11. And then what's your passive perception, Yodar?
Where's that? I think it's 12 if I remember.
Okay.
Passive, yeah, 12.
Jess
Mhm.
seems off. Like duh, but like it's
Do
like
I know this,
Jess
or
is
just
off.
only Yodar
Some shit
knows?
like shit just happened in a split second. It's like, what the fuck? And you both notice.
Yeah, he just took a whole swig of that. He's fine. Faye?
Is
Yeah.
everything okay? What happened?
Jazz looking a little pale.
Okay. Hold on.
You okay there, bud?
Yeah,
You,
and then
you Scooby Doo some shit?
I just reiterating the plan for the roof family.
Faye gets up and goes down to the kitchen to go and get some. Ask Generic for either medicine or some like food, like
Some ginger ale.
Do I hear this?
some ginger ale. Yeah.
Can I
No,
hear
I'm not
this?
saying this. I'm just saying that I'm gonna go down and talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, you get what you need. Like, I'm not gonna RP that. Generic is like, you're good.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
while Faye's out the room, I asked Jazz, I'm like, are you really okay? Like,
I'm fine. I am
Oh.
fine. And that drink actually helped in that instant. I don't know if I would have drank that otherwise, but in this instance, it did help. Quite frankly, I just feel like nothing good is happening or will happen here. And I think we need to figure out something to do sooner rather than later. And I think the best option is the Rue family.
Okay.
I know Faye wants to talk to the Viscount.
No, I don't care either way.
You're not in the room. Or
Oh,
are
sorry.
you? There's magic in here? Is there magic in here?
Sorry,
Yodar?
sorry. I apologize.
You better just smash his walls.
Yeah, I'm a little aggro after the Scooby-Doo That's a Raven thing. Sorry. Okay.
I'm really
So yeah,
excited.
I just feel like what we're looking for the Viscount doesn't have at the moment. So I think the Rue family is our best bet.
Okay. Do we? So
You
do
reconvene.
we want to go check on like the zombies?
Do I?
Just to see
am
where
I
they're
gone
at.
for that long? Do I not come back?
No, I mean, I would say, Faye, that like you, I will remind Faye that Faye saw the Viscount with a figure at Mid Hill to the Hawk's Eyes. So
Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
I did bring
I
that
don't
up
I don't remember that.
because I talked about you at the roof,
Almost
and I said
missed.
like you saw them piling off the bodies, and you saw the Viscount with the
Oh, and the
figure moving
Viscount
to
was
Mid Hill.
there?
Yeah, that the Viscount was walking towards Mid Hill, towards the gazebo at Mid Hill.
Mm.
It's okay. This is all
Fuck
late
you.
at night, and we're all tired. It's okay.
Fuck you.
Ah!
That's such a fucking
still the thing.
tease. Because I have like a 70% chance in my mind that this is set up for the Viscount to get attacked. I mean, I'm not. Am I back in the room?
Yeah, I'll also say with this,
I will
next
mention.
20,
I will
Yeah,
mention that
you
I saw
mentioned
the
it.
Viscount at the at the hill.
Oh,
And
okay, well,
Jazz, with
Really?
this net 20, you know what, like, I'll also let you know that, like,
okay.
the Viscount is short on, like, the Viscount has few options right now and is, like, needs help. Like, the Viscount cares and doesn't just want to do this job well, but, like, doesn't want more people to die. And so, like, yeah, the Viscount is not being, like, standoffish about this shit. The Viscount's trying to do the best he can with what little experience he has, even though he has a lot of fucking power in a really bad situation.
And that's totally fine. And I agree that the Viscount has the town's best interest in mind. But, and correct me if I'm wrong, the Viscount and the Rue family didn't really have a good relationship when we left.
No, when
I
we
think they had a
when we
better- I think they had a
left,
better
It was
It
better.
was
It was better. It was
Yeah.
better. But I feel like in order for this to work and this town to survive whatever is about to happen, as I doubt what
Faye.
happened.
I'm asking.
I'm gonna
Aspect.
say y'all
Jazz,
can have
what
this
do you think?
conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jazz, what do you think the Roof family is gonna like accomplish? Because I feel like if I went to the Roof family, I would just tell them to pack up and leave town.
Really, I thought they were like a leader family of this town.
Fuck. Why did I forget? Audric.
Yeah.
What's the dad's name?
Yeah.
Audric.
That's his name.
Audric is respected, but
Yes.
he doesn't like. He does his job, and
Where would
he's
they
not-
go?
I mean, I don't know, but they would probably go into like Interhaven with us.
Oh, they're gonna go with us to Interhaven. We're gonna have 5 other people with us.
I mean,
Oh no, no sir, no.
I
person.
just don't
Okay.
know.
I'm sorry, that
I
ain't
just-
gonna happen. I feel that really he's just gonna leave his farm, which I'm assuming has been here for generations.
No, he's gonna argue with me and tell me to like that none of it is happening. But like, I mean, he also has like kids and stuff like I don't know who can accomplish anything if it's not a contingent of soldiers showing up into this town, because essentially they're
No, go ahead.
undead
Go ahead.
They're undead people, Jazz. These are undead
I
people.
understand, but where I come from, people don't just run from their problems, okay? Especially in their hometown. So, if I'm anything like
Are you
Audric,
suggesting a Seven Samurai situation
just saying.
in which
I'm
we
just
arm the town and like
what do
have
you
them
expect
fight-
to? I had a friend named Patrick back in the day, and he once said, "Why don't we just move everyone over?" And he was the idiot of the town. Let me just tell that, okay? So I don't think that's going to happen in this world either. I mean, this town either.
Yodar
Take
pulls a piece of
inspiration,
toast out of his
Jazz.
pocket
God
and
damn
eats
it.
it.
If I could give it to you twice, I would.
All right, I have it. Or I use my inspiration, so I have one. Okay, cool. I got one. So
you
that's where I'm
wanna
at.
you wanna arm a militia.
Yes. Who else is going to protect the people here? The Viscount? Audric with his plows?
No,
Together
I'm
they
very
do.
I'm very on board with this idea.
Okay, but
My only hesitation is, are we ready to like trade an entire town and take them into essentially an unknown battle?
what's the alternative? We
Them
leave?
getting eaten one by zombies.
We leave and then the townspeople aren't trained and aren't prepared for what's going to happen?
Sorry, AK is the one that's pausing because of the amount of fucking images in my head. Dynasty ass warriors, fucking total war, fucking just peasant revolt running at a bunch of zombies. Like
Take
an entire
inspiration.
Oh my god!
Listen, everybody take inspiration because this is fun.
Faye pauses for
Oh
a
my
moment.
This is not at
And
all where that was happening.
I
today.
feel like this could be a great ending for this episode, but Faye pauses and goes, "Let's do it." And the hawk.
Yodar,
Okay,
chewing
yeah,
on
let's-
something over there.
I'm just
Yeah,
chewing
let's-
on toast.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's end the episode there. Oh my god.
Our entire story is not about going anywhere. Our entire
Listen.
story is about rebuilding this town.
Listen, there are so many moments where I go
Oh
like
my God.
like I came into this session going, okay, I was like, I'm gonna do the long rest thing. I was like, I'm gonna do the thing
How
I
can I
always
take
do
a
in this
second
session, but it's gonna
inspiration? I
work
didn't
this
use my
time.
first
I'm gonna
one.
start off with some like individualized RP moments, give them a moment to RP, and then they're gonna go into business. But then because what happens is after these sessions, I go like, oh my god, we were making no progress, and I blame myself so much about
we
being
made
like,
so
oh, I'm a
much
bad
progress.
DM. I was like, I'm like, I know they're having fun, but I go like, what I saw was happening. It's not what I thought was happening, and then I come into it and I go like, no, it's not just me. My players are fucking new and chaotic, and so like, instead of going like, hey, like I had to fucking pull that fucking RP moment out of Jazz, being like, do you want to do it now? Y'all want to do it now? You want to talk about the thing? We're like, no, wait, it's not just me. Y'all are chaotic as hell too, and
I feel like we
enjoy
made a
this
lot
game
of
so much.
progress. I feel
I
like
mean,
I'm learning Undercommon. I have a
Yeah.
hawk. They're making a project. Luna's doing God knows what. Like she's doing
Somewhere.
some dark sorcery.
I think
Like,
Luna's just
we-
slowly like stabbing
they doing
people
something.
outside, just
Yeah,
murdering.
I guess
people.
I genuinely have every D&D campaign is like a linear thing into going from town to town. And this idea that now we're just like these like basically like commanders for an armed militia in town to fight zombies. Like
How sick.
yeah, it's sick. This is
It's
better than
certainly an
birthday
idea.
interrogation.
You
I
got
don't
the
think we
Yodar battalion over there just
Shit.
chewing tasty paste all day.
Yeah, no,
just punching
like,
But yeah.
I don't think me and Jazz left the hotel room.
We didn't. It all happened.
I didn't either. I just went back behind the barn.
You were on the
behind
balcony.
tavern.
Yo,
Yeah,
at this
and
point,
just,
it's like
played
at this
with
point,
my
y'all
hog.
like y'all woke up. Y'all slept in the middle of the day, woke up in the middle of the night, and just been doing some wild shit. Some wild
Progress-
shit.
It's progress
Some
dictated by
y'all
how
some
much we
fucking night
walk.
owls right now.
But
Yeah.
it's progress dictated by how much we walk. Like I feel like last
No.
session and this session have
No
been
way.
incredible for progress.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah, no, that's true. Let me
yeah,
put
and I
it this
don't
way.
feel
So,
like it's bad to be like,
no,
hey,
not that I'm shitting on y'all at all. Like, I love this session too.
oh, should
It's
we
just
end the
Yeah, I was about to say, should we end it and then?
nah, not yet,
Okay.
not yet. I feel like this is
Okay.
good convo. I
Behind
was
the
like,
fence.
this shit is wild to me that like we're here. So, because fully,
Cool.
I need to watch. I thought, and speaking of, that's actually the number I needed right now. 6 episodes. I thought we would be at a there's a benchmark for this campaign that like I like once this benchmark happens, things are going to be different. And I have it in my like I'm building up to something here, and I thought it wouldn't take this long. But I love every session we have, except for the ones that I get like scared
just,
that
I
I've
feel like
killed somebody, frustrated
narratively,
you.
this
Yeah.
is pretty fucking cool. What D&D campaign, what actual play D&D campaign is essentially arming and like putting together an army to march up a hill, like literally Napoleon marching up a hill.
Is it this one? We'll find out next time.
True.
We'll find out soon. Plug it up. AK, where can they find you?
I you can find me at AKL Movement pretty much everywhere, but like don't find me everywhere. I don't know. I'm deciding things. Anyways,
Club.
yeah,
Strip
you can
club
find me out here
pod.
touching grass, bro. That's where you can find
Oh,
me. Find me touching
dang.
grass out here. Yeah, but yeah, that's me.
Brad.
Random Germ 101 everywhere, and this is local of or not thenerdcore.com. Sorry.
And for our affirmation.
Okay. I got one. Real easy. 2 words today. No army? No army? That's it.
Oh, this is why I fucking love D&D. You come in with one expectation and the other expectations and something else happens entirely. I love it.
I can't wait to be General Yodar.
That's so
Oh my god. General Yodar, you sit on the council. Oh my god.
You're gonna have to come up with like some like game mechanic, like
Oh,
you know
shit,
how
I didn't even think about that.
Did you know how Matt Mercer had to come up with shit for boats? Like you're gonna have to come up for that for like training
Tribunals and all that
also
shit.
leading.
No, I mean,
militia.
okay.
I feel like it's a little easier
I
than
am
both.
going to have to explore this, but I can tell you right now, I know of some I already know of some mechanics that exist for
Cool.
the kind of thing that you guys are trying to do. But we'll see what happens next session
All right.
in broadcast. In broadcast, goddamn.